Voici l'histoire d'un monstre, un prédateur qui fit sa première victime dans les années 80. Sa toute première s'appelait Deborah Jackson. On l'a retrouvée morte dans les poubelles un beau matin, dans les quartiers sud de LA. C'était la première d'une longue série. Chaque année, une prostituée des bas quartiers était retrouvée dans des circonstances similaires, tuée par arme à feu et déposée dans les poubelles. Puis pendant 14 ans, plus rien, jusqu'en 2007, où on retrouva un nouveau corps. Cette période d'inactivité entre ces deux derniers crimes lui a valu un surnom, celui de la faucheuse endormie. Mais entre-temps, les choses avaient changé, avec l'avènement de la police scientifique. On retrouva un échantillon d'ADN sur la victime. Il fut confondu avec celui d'une dizaine d'autres affaires non élucidées. Son propriétaire, le voici.
I just want to ask you, do you know why you're here?
No, I don't.
Do you have any idea why you're here?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, we're working on an investigation, and there's a warrant for your arrest, charging a count of murder.
Count of murder.
Yes, sir. So, then I'm going to ask you, show you a photograph of this young lady and see if you recognize her.
No, I don't.
You've never seen that girl before.
No, I haven't.
You're not down here. We didn't just pick your name out of a hat. I mean, you watch all these little police shows and CSIs and all that stuff with modern technologies and all that.
Right.
Okay, well, you've been identified to this young lady. Okay. All right, so do you know how I'm sure you've probably heard about DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, your DNA was identified in relation to this young lady's death. Okay?
No, I'm just saying, that's what you're telling me, so that's all I can say.
How could that happen?
I don't know.
You have no idea?
I have no idea.
You've never seen this lady before?
No, I haven't.
In your life?
No, I haven't.
Okay, do you have anything you want to ask about her?
No.
Okay, in 2003, this young lady was found killed. Have you ever seen her?
No, I haven't.
You don't know that lady?
No, I don't.
You've never seen her?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Mr. Franklin, just like the other one, your DNA was found on this young lady. Okay, 2002, this young lady was found. Do you recognize her?
No, I don't.
Princess.
Don't.
Never seen her before?
Mm-mm.
And by you telling me that you don't know these people or know any way that your DNA got on their bodies,
No.
you're insulting my intelligence.
I'm sorry, I don't know. I do not know.
Okay. In 1988, this young lady, Alicia Alexander, was found. And again, it's all linked to you. Now, Mr. Franklin, I mean, you watch these shows. You tell me once, maybe you met the gal and you had a little relationship with her and she turns up dead. Maybe a coincidence. I just showed you
4 people.
4 people. I mean, your coincidences are getting pretty slim. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, sir.
I mean, what do you? Do you have anything to say?
No, I don't. I don't know the people. Sorry.
I mean, how would your DNA get there? What logical reason?
I have no clue. No clue. I have no clue how my DNA would get there.
This young lady, Lucretia Jefferson.
No.
Let me ask you something. Do you know what DNA is?
Yes, the blood, saliva, anything, any body fluids that make contact.
Okay, and it's like a fingerprint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, only one person has that DNA.
Okay, so you understand it probably better than I do.
I understand, but I don't know these people. So,
okay.
yeah, you got 5 or 6 people here, and
Well,
I don't know.
so far.
Yeah.
From me, I'm just personally, I'm very impressed at your knowledge of the DNA, that it's saliva and blood, and it's only connects to one person in the world. And I mean, even your kids don't have your DNA. They might have your blood type or something, but they don't have your DNA. It's just like they don't have your thumbprint. It's only Mr. Lonnie Franklin that has the DNA makeup that's found on those young ladies right there. So how in God's name is that possible?
I don't know.
No thought. I mean, do you? Okay, all right.
This young lady here, Mary Lowe was her name. That's another one. This young lady here, her name is Bernita Sparks.
Wow, she look heavy set.
Why?
No, you said she look fat.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
This young lady here. Her name is Barbara Ware. Never saw her before. Know nothing about it. Again, it's like I told you earlier. I mean, I'm really feeling insulted here because all of these people. It's like I told you earlier, Lonnie. I mean, come on, we're grown men here. I'm not playing games with you. I'm laying my cards right here on the table, just like this. I'm laying my cards right here. I'm telling you. Maybe 1, I'd say, okay. 2, I wouldn't be going to Vegas if I were you, because your luck isn't that good. But look at all of these. Your luck is running out fast. And unless you come up with some kind of explanation. I mean, I'm not hiding anything from you. I'm telling you straight up.
I understand that.
This young lady, her name is Henrietta Wright. Go ahead, take a close look.
No recollection at all.
No recollection, or you just don't know?
I don't know her. But ugly, I don't know her. So,
What?
But ugly, I don't know her. Sorry, I don't know her.
This young lady, Deborah Jackson. So if I told you were connected to the deaths of all of these ladies, who do you think Detective Kilcoyne and I would be sitting here looking at? You wouldn't be here if we weren't absolutely convinced that you did this to these young ladies. Give me an explanation.
I have no explanation to give you for something I didn't do.
So you're just saying you just got a run of bad luck?
No, I'm not saying I had a run of bad nothing. I don't know these people.
That you're connected to them? Look at them. They're all staring at you, pointing their fingers. Well, if they could point their fingers, they're looking right at you. There's my cards. There's my deck right there.
Yeah.
I think my hand's a lot better than yours right now, Lonnie. Your bluff ain't cutting it. You a poker player?
No, I don't play cards.
Good, because I wouldn't be gambling with this either if I were you.
Mr. Franklin, you have a major problem today.
That's what I see.
July 7th, 2010. 25 years ago. You've had this problem for, at least that we're aware of, for 25 years. You creep out, you pick up these young ladies that are out working Western or Figaro or whatever in the middle of the night. You have sex with them, you kill them, and then you dump their bodies in alleys throughout the city of Los Angeles. Most of them near, not too far from your house. There are, you see the number of faces here. That's how many families are affected by this. Families that have been suffering with this for 25 years. Parents, you're a parent, you've got young children, or not young children, but you've got children. What do you think it would feel like to have your little girl murdered, dumped in an alley, and not know how that came to be for 25 years? But somebody left their DNA signature, like their thumbprint, on my little girl. 25 years, over a number of these, for 25 years, all the way up until recently, just a couple of years ago. That person continues to leave their DNA thumbprint on all these young ladies who had a life, had families. They may have been out working, they may have had some drug problems, whatever, but they still have loved ones. And that's your little girl. That's your little girl out there, and some guy that's got a problem, he keeps picking them up, having his way with them, killing them, dumping them in alleys like they're trash. But he's leaving his mark. He's leaving his... It's like a dog pissing on a fire hydrant. That's you. You're leaving your mark every single time you do this. Well, now, the science has caught up with you. Mr. Franklin, your signature is on every one of these young ladies. There's no denying that. There's no getting out of it. You need to man up and start talking to us what in God's name caused this to happen. You haven't seen the news over the last several years? You know what the news calls you? You tell me what the news calls you. I know damn well you know. I mean, you watch the news at night, you watch TV
I
on
heard
occasion.
talk about some guy on the news.
What do they call him?
What was it? The Reaper?
The what?
The Reaper? Grand Reaper? Something.
The Grim Sleeper.
Oh, okay. I know it was something like that. Yeah, I saw it on TV. I look at TV.
Well, of course you do.
Yeah, I got TV in every room.
Well, there you go. All right.
There it is. And
And here we are, sitting here. Paul and Dennis are sitting here having a chat with the Grim Sleeper. And that is Mr. Lonnie David Franklin Jr.
It's not me, my man. Sorry, it's not me.
Okay, then you tell me how all of your DNA got on every one of these gals.
I have no way. I have not a clue.
Well, I know
I
you
haven't
don't.
been with these girls.
Well,
I don't know how my DNA got there.
Well, you're laughing. This is not a funny...
No, it's
this
well, when you
not-
tell me something like that, I wasn't with them.
Okay, well then how did your DNA juice get on these bodies?
I don't know.
This is your problem. And I guarantee you, Lonnie, we're going to do everything in our power that you never see the light of day outside of a prison again. You understand that?
I understand that.
You're done. The life as Lonnie Franklin knew it is over.
It is the judgment and sentence of this court that you shall suffer the death penalty.